I was working on an anesthetic procedure today where the pet was small, and it was a small cat, about 8 pounds, and I was struggling with the blood pressure reading and the temperature. The temperature was low, and the blood pressure was low. Temperature at 96.6 or 7, and the blood pressure was around like 70 over 40, with like 60 something mean, like 65 or 64. And I was really worried. And it was with a doctor that I don't work with that often. He was doing an orthopedic procedure on this cat, and it was a fractured leg. And so I was a little nervous because of the blood pressure. I mentioned it to him, and he gave me some really great advice. He said that what's really important in these small patients is to keep an eye on the other readings first, because the blood pressure machines that we have are not designed to accurately read small patients. So neonates and really small cats, they don't do a great job at reading these. So you might getting a misreading. And so if your oxygenation is good and consistent, if your CO2 expired CO2 is good and consistent, and if your gum color of your patient is pink and their capillary refill time is less than 2 seconds, then you know that your perfusion's good, your pet is breathing well, their oxygenation, expired oxygen is good, their blood oxygenation is good with the SpO2 reading, then you can be comfortable in knowing that most likely your blood pressure is fine, even if you're not able to get a good reading on it. And of course, you still want to make sure that reading's not dropping, so you still take into account if it's trending up or down from where you're at. So ours did start to trend upwards, and I was happy. We raised the fluids a little bit. The isoflurane wasn't high, so we left that where it was. And yeah, I just went from being nervous about the numbers to being a lot more comfortable and trusting in my ability to assess the patient. And the doctor, I really appreciate his advice in that moment, because even if you've been doing this for a long time, sometimes monitoring is very tricky. It's one of those things. There's like a million things and nuances, and you're always going to be learning something new. So whether you've been doing this for a long time or you're brand new, I think this video can be really helpful. If you're doing anesthetic monitoring, take this into account. I hope this helps you. Much love.